My first graders sometimes forget the difference between a dot placed to the right of a note and the one below the note. I wonder if you know the difference. My name is Olga, your online music teacher. If you want to learn music from zero, help your child learn, or you're a music teacher yourself, this channel is the right place for you. Basic to advanced topics covered, fresh content every week. So if you are new, consider subscribing. You're watching the 6th lesson of this music theory crash course. By the end of this video, you will learn dynamic signs, metronome, tempo marks. In the end, I will also tell you about repeat signs and additional endings that make sheet music shorter. For the past 2 lessons, we've been studying rhythm and adjacent topics. The whole concept of rhythm is huge. We will be periodically building upon this topic. In very simple words, rhythm is how notes of different values are distributed throughout the musical piece. I've already told you that the duration of notes depends on how fast I need to play a particular musical piece. We also came to the conclusion that you cannot alter the speed while you are playing just because you know a particular segment and want to play it faster, or you continuously mess up another segment and play it slowly. A nice and smooth performance is when you start and finish at the same speed, referred to as tempo. I use the word speed for simplicity before bringing up this new term, but tempo is the only correct term to refer to speed in music. From Italian, tempo refers as rate of speed. Before you keep listening, I've got today's homework and lecture notes for you. Get it through the link in the video description. It's free. You've probably seen videos of those cute babies that move with the beat of music. Some lucky people are born with this talent to feel and immediately pick up the rhythm patterns. It's like they already have this built-in function. As to most of us, we need to discipline our ability to perform rhythm patterns and keep up with the tempo. Thankfully, it can be done with the help of metronome. Metronome is used to keep the consistency of the beat. This mechanism ticks through a piece of music at a regular rate, so you can hear if you keep up. There are 2 types of metronome, mechanical and digital. To adjust the tempo of mechanical metronome, you would move the weight of the pendulum up or down. These could be expensive, but I would still prefer this version because you can not only hear but also see how the pendulum is moving. That way, you can better adjust the way you play. With a digital metronome, there come more other functions, and my favorite is convenience. If I would ever use metronome, this would be an app metronome. Just go to App Store on your smartphone and type in metronome. There are tons of them that are free. Let's say you downloaded the app, you sign in and see lots of numbers. Well, those numbers mean beat per minute. Remember I said the whole note is not 4 seconds long, but it could be? It is true if we are playing at 60 beats per minute, because there are 60 seconds in a minute. If we are playing at 100 beats per minute, it means we are playing faster. And if it's 40 beats per minute, it's slower. Oftentimes, when you open up some sheet music right below the title of a musical piece, they would say something like a quarter note is equal to 100. This means that in a minute, you will play 100 quarter notes. But hey, no music consists from just quarter notes, not that I know. You know that a whole note takes up 4 beats. A half note takes up 2 beats, and there are other note values as well. If you don't, you might want to review this video. Click on the pop-up title. The digital representation is not the only way to specify tempo. Italian is used worldwide in music so that everyone in the world would understand it. Here are the most used terms and their translations. I apologize for my pronunciation in advance. But before that, go ahead and download your homework and lecture notes for this lesson. These topics are intense and you don't want to be surfing the internet if you forget something. Print it out and have everything in one place. That's my best advice to you. Adagio, slow. Largo, very slow. Andante, at walking speed. Moderato, moderately. Allegro, quickly. Vivace, fast. Those are the most common ones, but there are tons of unique ones like con brio, with fire. There is no precise digital specification for each term. Whenever you see an unfamiliar word, you just Google the translation and kind of get how to perform it. When you are just starting out to learn the piece, no matter the tempo specification, just start much slower and perhaps practice by sections. Tempo is not the only aspect. We have dynamic signs. Piano, soft. Forte, loud. Mezzo piano, moderately soft. Mezzo forte, moderately loud. Pianissimo, very soft. Fortissimo, very loud. Crescendo means to gradually start playing louder. Diminuendo means to gradually play softer or decrescendo. We can also gradually change tempo. Ritardando or ritenuto is to gradually play slower. Accelerando is to gradually play faster. There are also terms to express the manner in which certain parts should be played. Staccato, to play a note shortly or detached. An accent is to literally emphasize the note. Fermata, to hold a note longer than its value, usually twice longer. Tenuto, to make sure you hold it till the end. Sforzando, also forte but with accent. Would anyone agree with me that music is repetitive? Before I knew the power of repeat signs, I used to think that all those verses in a song would take up about 10 to 20 pages of sheet music. With the repeat sign, it could only be 2 to 5 pages. When two dots are placed to the left or to the right from a double bar, it is called a repeat sign. If the dots are on the left, it means to repeat music that is on the left of the repeat sign. If there are two repeat marks that look at each other, then you should play the segment that is between them twice. If there are two horizontal square braces that are numbered 1 and 2, it means those are two different endings. You play till the repeat mark, then repeat from the beginning and skip the first ending the second time around, going straight to the second ending. Da capo al fine, D-C al fine, means to play the whole piece until the end and then repeat from the beginning. But this time around you finish the song where you will see fine, or a double bar. Del segno, DS, is the same thing, but this time you repeat from this sign instead of the beginning. DC al coda, da capo al coda. Play from the beginning until you see DC al coda. Then you play from the beginning until this sign, which throws you at the coda part, and coda just means an additional ending. There can be a combination of all those. In this case, the steps are: play from the beginning till you see DS al coda. You find this sign in the sheet music. Play from this sign until you see this sign, which means now you go to coda. Are there any gamers out there? In many games, there is such thing as teleport, the thing that gets you immediately from one place to the other. Everybody likes teleport option instead of walking yourself. I sometimes dream of that while sitting in traffic. In music, those signs might not make any sense to you and confuse you, but that's the same thing. So why wouldn't you like it here? Also, it is a common practice to number measures. So there could simply just be a specification to go to a particular measure instead of looking for signs. It is whatever that works best for you, and you will figure it out along the way. I just wanted to educate you with all the options that today's musicians use. Can you agree with me that this is getting more and more intense? There is one more tiny but very important topic that we will cover next time. I will show you lots of examples where this knowledge could be applied. So if I lost you somewhere from the first to sixth lesson of this music theory crash course, through those examples, everything that we've covered so far will finally stick in, I promise. If you like this video, please give it a like. Share this video with your friends who can benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell sign for notifications. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee that YouTube will tell you when the next video is public. Your online music teacher is not simply a YouTube channel, but the community where your opinion matters. No matter how long ago I posted this video, you comment and I might make the new video on the topic of your choice. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video right here.